check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
There you go. You're good. There we go. There we go.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? What's cracking, lacking with the booty smacking? It's the one and only, your favorite photographer, Notorious One, broadcasting to you live and direct here at the AC headquarters in North Hollywood, California. Before anything, man, I just want to thank everybody that tapped in with us all year. You know, it's been a dope ride, man. You know, this year OG gave us opportunity, and we've been putting in work for you guys, man. So I just want to thank you, you know, because we've been going hard. But of course, you know, we're back once again with another phenomenal show. This is What's the Word, in case you don't know. And like I say always, man, the show isn't the show unless I got the lyrical G's by my side. Dope boy Tony, what up, famo?
Shit, what up, man? I hope everybody's excited to tune in to another episode of What's the Word on the realest motherfucking platform on YouTube, American Cholo. Y'all already know. Like the homie said, appreciate everybody that's been tapping in all year, man. Shit, 2024. We about to get y'all some good ass content, so y'all keep tuning in every Wednesday. You already know what it is. My boy about to let y'all know who we got in the building today, man.
Yeah, man. You know, before we go ahead and I let you guys know the special guest that we have today, I just want to go ahead and you know, I want to give a shout out to you, my brother, man, dope boy Tony. You feel me? You've been rocking with me. You know, we've been committed, you know, since like I said, man, for a whole year. Gil used to always tell me about, you know, doing this show, Notorious. Go ahead, but I was nervous, bro. I couldn't do it, you know?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until we interviewed you when I was like, man, this is green light. I got to tap in with my boy, man. So with that being said, bro.
No doubt.
Just want to thank you, bro. And I'm going to go ahead and take a swig out this 40 ounce. You feel
Cheers,
me?
my boy.
I'm going to let you know why in a bit, but here we go.
Yeah. Whoa. Salud.
Oh, shit. But as I go ahead and introduce you to you guys, you know, the special guest that we have today, you know, great freestyler, man. This dude is fucking epic, you know, with his flows, man. This dude is the shit, legend in the making, you know, coming from Ontario, the city I'm at on a daily basis. Catch me there Monday through Friday, posted on Mission and Vineyard, Ontario Airport, you feel me? But
Okay, there you go.
nevertheless, man, I present to you guys the big dog, Hazerd.
What's cracking? How we doing, fellas?
What's
For
good,
real,
BG?
thank you for having me.
I appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
you coming through, dog.
Thank you for having me. For real, it genuinely means a lot. I love what you guys are doing in terms of first for Gil to take his podcast from a podcast to a platform, and then for you guys to take that platform and do this with it and highlight the music stuff and whatnot. That's just dope to me. So, you know, my hat's off to both of you. I've been a fan of this young man all the way to my left for a minute, and to actually get to meet him now, you know what I'm saying, is dope.
Appreciate
so
that,
just appreciate and respect your grind, bro. You know, keep it going.
Likewise,
you guys got
bro.
something dope here. You guys got
Likewise,
something
man.
really dope here, for real.
Nah, most definitely
Hell yeah.
appreciate that. And like I said, every guest that comes to me could have been anywhere else, but the fact that you're chilling with us, that really means a lot, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a good hang so far. You know what I'm saying? I got no complaints, man. For real.
Nah, that's right. So, you know, obviously, I mean, me, you know, I'm not a soccer fanatic, you know, but I mean, my team is diehard America fans, you know. And speaking of them, I know my boy actually went out to Mexico to go ahead and witness that. Dope boy Tony, man, how was that experience, bro?
That shit was cracking, bro. I mean, you already know I'm right here repping all day, no matter what. Shit, bro. But yeah, dog, we fucking, you know, as I mentioned in the last podcast, my dad was blessed enough to fucking get his papers and shit. So he's able to travel back to the country and back to the States and all that. So the minute we had figured out that, you know, America's in the playoffs, and then, you know, the minute we found out we going to the final, bro, it was like, it's raps. You know, that's a big dream of mine and my dad, especially since I was a kid, and then me and him since he was a kid. He's a lot older than me, you know. So to be able to go to the game and just experience it with him, bro, and then at the end of the day come out champions, no greater feeling than that, G.
Nah, most definitely. That's dope, man. And dude, I remember I must have been probably in elementary or middle school still, but it was America played the Chivas right here at the Coliseum.
Okay.
Right? Out of all things that stood out, I mean, yes, there was fights, but, you know, I remember dudes were fucking pissing in the cup, bro, and throwing that shit.
Yeah.
So I could just imagine what was going down in Mexico, bro. I know there was some crazy stuff like that.
I didn't see nobody pissing no cups, G, but nah, but motherfuckers do get rowdy. You know, I was with one of my primos, and the first thing he told me, he was like, "Fool, as soon as America scores, dog,
Yeah.
like fucking throw your hood on, fool, because fools will start chucking beers, dog."
Yeah.
And sure enough, dog, like the minute we score, you just see beers flying everywhere, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I was cool, bro, because you know it's a different experience compared to like American sports, bro. You know, you go to a football game or you go to a baseball game, a basketball game, it doesn't get as rowdy, dog. Like fucking soccer, bro, is just crazy, and especially over there in a foreign country where it's like here, people don't really give a fuck about soccer in the States.
Right.
You know, it's not that big, but like in different countries, bro, soccer is everything. You know, so they treat that shit like wartime, bro. There's fucking tamborazos in the fucking stadium and shit. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
He said, I want my sports to turn into an indictment, damn it.
Yeah, real shit.
That's wild. Oh, my goodness. That's wild.
I bet. I mean, obviously, I feel like they're more passionate out there. It's only obvious.
Oh yeah, no, the passion is way different, bro. You know, like fortunate enough, I was able to go to the Super Bowl when the Rams won it,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
But the America game, bro, that shit topped it by like a lot.
I mean, you went to the game, right? The Super Bowl, the actual game?
Yeah, yeah.
From what I've been told, I have not been that fortunate, but from what I've been told, it's super corporate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so it's
Yeah.
like the crowd is not a bunch of diehard. Also, it's like you don't know if your team's necessarily going,
Yeah.
right? So it's like the crowd's not diehard.
Yeah, and like
somebody told me that's like one that's
Yeah.
kind of super overrated.
yeah, and like we won it through like my dad went through like like he got selected through a thing to where like you can get the tickets pretty much like at resale.
Oh,
I mean
okay.
at retail,
Yeah.
not like the fucking crazy ass resale prices. So like we were sitting at the top or whatever, you know, it was still cool. But I expected like some rowdy shit, but nah, it was whatever.
It's
I mean, it was
super-
fun, bro.
super corporate.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it
I
was
get
still
it.
a lot of fun. But like he said, yeah, like there's a bunch of fans from like different teams and shit,
Yeah.
or people who don't even really care about football. They're just there to post a
Yeah.
picture to say that they're there and shit.
Yeah, most definitely. But you know, taking it back to football, that's what we chop it up about. You know, let's go ahead and drop some scores real quick. As the fucking man, shout out to the Raiders, man. They destroyed the Chargers, bro. 63-21. I was in disbelief when it was halftime. I seen they were up like 40 zip.
They got that man fired.
Real shit. The next day, he said, "My boy, you out of here."
They got that
dog."
man fired.
Yeah, you got 40-0 at half to the Raiders, my boy. Get the fuck out of here.
Man, bro. Again, you know, I mean, it's been an inconsistent year with the Raiders. You know, there's been a lot of ups and downs, but for them to go ahead and put up numbers like that was surreal to me.
Yeah, no doubt. You
Yeah,
know,
I-
big shout out to them though, because I feel like the Raiders are one good quarterback, like really good quarterback away from being a scary team, dog.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they got the weapons. Their defense looks solid, but they haven't had a good QB since I could remember.
Without a doubt. And to have
Yeah.
a receiver like Adams, man, bro, I mean, what more do you want?
Straight up.
What more do you want? A team that I've hated since the beginning of the season, but I got to give credit where credit is due, as they are the number one seed in the NFC. The 49ers, man, they're looking fucking phenomenal right now. They're looking great. They
Man,
went ahead and
fuck 'em.
they beat the Cardinals 45-29. And man, bro, I mean, that's a team that I know eventually we're going to see in the playoffs. But right now they're looking really scary, man. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll say that. They're going to go ahead and play the Ravens, which a lot of people say that might be a preview to the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be. That could be. I think I seen another interesting argument. I think it was like Skip Show, but he was talking about you know, that game could kind of sign, seal, and deliver the MVP as well, right? Because you got Lamar on one side, and you've got you know, the fucking greatest running back in the league right now,
Christian
and then-
McCaffrey. Yeah.
and then you got Purdy, and so they're kind of, you know, debating MVP, whatever. And to me, it's hard in a quarterback league to do what McCaffrey's doing.
Yeah.
So I would give it to him based off of that, because it's such a pass heavy league and whatnot, and you know he doesn't really have any weaknesses in his game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's a great running back who can catch the ball. And bro,
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Purdy can fucking just throw him a check down, and then there goes McCaffrey for like 50 yards.
he's on some, like,
You know,
I
so-
feel like if you just break down game, like he reminds me of a little bit of LT, LaDainian Tomlinson when he was
Oh,
with the
for
Chargers.
sure.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
without a
saying?
doubt.
Like that all-purpose back that doesn't really have any weaknesses, great hands, can stop on a dime, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a little more powerful than LT was, right? I think
Yeah.
LT was like a little quicker, a little more elusive.
Elusive, yeah.
You know what I mean, McCaffrey will hit you in the mouth.
Oh, without
Yeah.
a
You know what
doubt.
I'm saying?
And it's
So,
like you said, it's like it's kind of rare to see that now.
yeah,
you
it's
know,
in today's league.
Exactly.
For sure.
Like the way the game is played now,
Yeah.
you don't see those fucking, those fucking running backs are just gonna run through everything, bro, and just get those extra yards that you need and shit.
Honestly, when I seen him, because he used to play for the Panthers, and the Panthers were straight trash. But I mean, out of the
Yeah.
whole team, he stood out. And I used to always say, man, I mean, it sucks, bro, to see his. I don't want to see his career go out like that. So the fact that he won the Frisco, man, finally, that's a all around, that's a great team, man. So to see him shine is pretty dope.
Yeah, but I hope he still don't win shit. Fuck the Niners,
Spoken
bro.
like a rat. You sound like my little primo right now.
Fuck that.
But for those that don't know, right now it's crunch time in the NFL. Right now it's where the fucking novella starts right now, right? And I say that to say the Rams, which are 7-7, which is your team. Obviously they beat the Commanders 28-20,
Yes, sir.
but they play tomorrow versus the Saints, which
Yes,
is very
sir.
critical.
Yeah.
And I did my homework, and my boy, uniquely, I don't know how the situation came about, but my boy's a Vikings fans right here.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
his team is also 7-7.
Yeah.
And you guys are right behind them, bro. So right now,
Man,
I
there's
was
like
just talking to
4
my
or 5
primo. I was
teams.
just talking to my primo about this, and we were talking about, what needs to happen or whatever the case was. And there's like a scenario where, you could have Stafford play. I'm forgetting the Lions quarterback. He used to throw for y'all.
Jared Goff.
Goff, there we go. My
Yeah.
bad. You could have Stafford and Goff go at it in the playoffs in the
Yeah.
first round.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it's if we drop the game, and then if the Lions beat us, and then if y'all handle your business,
Yeah.
you guys will be positioned like that. But then there's still 2 more games. So
Yeah.
there are 2 more after that. So anything could
Yeah.
kind of happen, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was talking to my friend, I think this morning, because he's a Rams fan. So we were actually talking about that, and I was just like, "Go Vikings, let's go."
Yeah, 'cause
I don't think we're gonna do it, but
Yeah.
let's
As
go.
as of right now, like if everything stays the same, I believe we play the Cowboys in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate that for y'all. They're so inconsistent. I don't hate it, but I mean, like, I don't. Neither.
I don't
no, like,
mind
no
it, yeah.
hate. Like, it ain't our year, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Nah, yeah, nah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? It ain't no hate.
Bro,
It's, it just
My
kind of
team,
is what it is.
we weren't
you
even
know?
supposed to be above
Yeah.
.500 team this season, bro. Like everybody
Yeah.
counted us out, and the fact that we might even be in the playoffs, dog, I'll take it. We get first round and fuck it. We weren't even supposed to be here, dog. I ain't tripping.
He said, "I'm just happy to be here,
Yeah, I'm
baby."
happy to be at the table, dog.
So every year I tend to jump the gun. I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, man. That's without a doubt. Right now we're 10-4, which is still a great record, but we're very inconsistent. Like bro said right here, and prior to playing the Bills, I thought that I was already looking past that game. I was already looking into Miami, looking into the Lions, and when I turned on the TV and I seen the Bills were smacking us, I couldn't believe it, bro.
I called that one.
I was in disbelief. I was like,
I
nah,
called.
man.
If I was a gambler, man,
man.
if I'd have cleaned up. I got like a gang of coworkers that are the Cowboys fans. And I was like, I don't want to take your money, bro. Just remember I said this. The Bills are going to punch you out in the mouth.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You guys are a dome team. It's in cold weather. The Bills have had their problems. They need
They
this
needed
game.
that win.
Yeah.
You guys are looking over it. I'm telling you right now, the Bills are going to embarrass you.
Yeah.
I came to work. Literally, I had a fool look at me and just look down. Like, yeah, I can't talk to you right now, fool. I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
Hey, that
I couldn't believe it, bro. I mean, fucking Josh Allen threw for less than 100 yards that whole game, bro. I was like, how the fuck did they win? I didn't see the game, so when I saw the stats, bro, James Cook fucking cooked y'all.
It's
That
so
fool fucking
weird. It's so
ran
weird.
through you
Yeah,
guys,
and that's
bro.
what I thought was gonna happen. Because of the weather, like this time of year in Buffalo, it's
Yeah.
like I figured like cold weather game. You guys playing dome. You know what I'm saying? It's like, You know what I'm saying? I just figured it like that. And I'm a Vikings fan, but I give a shit about that. I mean, we've done pretty good against the Cowboys my whole life. So I'm not like a hater like that. Like, fools, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm just saying. Randy Moss Thanksgiving game, rookie year. Well, that's where I became a Viking fan. You understand what I'm saying? Like, watching Randy Moss his rookie year and watching what he did to you on Thanksgiving, I was just like, that dude is different. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was already rocking with him every week, and then he went Thanksgiving. What was it? 3 catches, 3 touchdowns, 170 whatever the hell yards it was, whatever it was, right? Yeah. So that's what you asked, or you were saying, like, I don't know why it was crazy that he's a Viking. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Fucking 84, bro. That, Fucking 84, bro. I always blame him. I didn't know what I was signing up for, dog. I was like 11. You know what I mean?
Well, let's see. As far as the Cowboys go, we have the Dolphins, Lions, and the Commanders. We have 3 more games to finish off the season. So let's see what happens, man. Honestly, let's see how far we can make it this year.
Those Dolphins and Lions will be some tests.
It's going to be tough.
That Commander should be easy.
Yeah, but it's also a division game. Like, you never know.
Yeah, division rivalries are always crazy.
Like the Command, that's their Super Bowl. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their big game.
Their season's done. So to them, they beat the Cowboys. Like,
they could,
bro, their season's made.
If y'all theoretically, right? Like, say y'all go and you're 10-6 and you're jockeying for position, because you guys are gonna win. Well, no, hold on. What's the Eagles' record?
The Eagles' record is
10-6.
10-4 like us.
10-4.
Yeah.
So y'all fighting for it. So it came down to the last week. The Commanders would love to spoil. I don't know if they had realistically though. I mean, it's a division game, but I don't think they got it like that realistically. But it's a division game. I mean, weird things happen. The Bills beat y'all, like.
That's without a doubt. Okay, so real quick before we end the football talk, if you guys could predict 2 teams that you guys could possibly see in the Super Bowl, who would it be?
Honestly, as much as I fucking hate them, dog, I don't see the Niners missing out. Usually by this time of the season, their players start dropping like flies with injuries, but they're fucking fully healthy. So I mean, I see them definitely in the AFC. The AFC is a little weaker, so I kind of see it going to anybody. But the Ravens, their defense is scary, bro. And Lamar it's hard to stop them. So I see that Niner Ravens happening, bro.
What about you, Big G?
I mean, yeah, the Chiefs are a mess right now, right? Like, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
They can't catch a ball.
I don't know, dog. Taylor Swift showed up. It's been weird since. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know.
Taylor Swift,
dog, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, in all seriousness, it's kind of weird over there because like they have pretty much the whole squad. They all get along. It's nothing weird like that, you know. Yeah. But it's just not. Football is a weird sport like that. You know, you'll have your this is our year thing. That thing is real, right? Like it was their year, you know. Or they had all the firepower, just wasn't their year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, I don't know. I say, you know what? I say my kind of like outside wild card. One of my homeboys is a big Dolphins fan, so I'd love that for him. You know what I'm saying? Like so maybe the Dolphins out the AFC, just on some like real fluky. I say fluky, but they've been good. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it wouldn't be team, bro. It wouldn't be weird if they won. Yeah. You know, if they at least made it to the AFC Championship, or if they did get to the Super Bowl, it wouldn't be weird.
Speaking of speaking of MVPs, you don't think Tyreek Hill falls in that conversation?
No.
I mean, he had a monster year, bro. He made a humongous difference with the Dolphins. Let's be honest.
Market matters, and he's playing for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real, right? Like, I mean, Miami seems like a great city. I haven't had the privilege, but it seems like a dope city and everything like that. But if you just look at markets, like, who's really checking for the Dolphins that way? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The homie, like I said, is a big fan, so I kind of loosely kind of keep tabs. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't surprise me as a team, but Tyreek Hill, nah. And I think also because of his position. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I don't think McCaffrey has a huge shot because of his position. It's kind of become a quarterback award, right? Yeah. Because it's so quarterback dominant, that you gotta do some weird. Maybe I don't see a receiver. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. Especially like he's kind of a smaller, quicker dude. Like it's don't get me wrong. Like I think he's dope as shit. I think he's dope as fuck.
Every game he has multiple highlights.
I just but I mean, you the first person that I've heard like, hey, what about Tyreek Hill for the MVP? And it matters. Like the chatter matters. You know what I'm saying? Like what people are saying, you know what I mean, factors into it. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, Dolphins would be my dark horse pick for the Super Bowl.
Dolphins and going head up with the 49ers.
We're gonna beat them right now. Who? I mean, really, who gonna beat them right now? They look like a complete squad, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Usually
it's
by
a
now-
long season. There's still 3 games left. Unfortunately, a lot of things can happen between then and between now and then.
Yeah.
But I don't see nobody beating them right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They different, bro.
They destroyed the Cowboys, which is my team. They also destroyed the Eagles. Other than that, I mean, who else in the NFC could really
The Rams, homie.
Hey, he said the home team, baby.
Okay, enough with the football talk, though. You know, something that caught my attention, I want to know what's your guys' opinion on that. So, California approves recycling toilet water into drinking water.
So it's like tap water.
Is
Yeah.
it
So
real?
it's basically gonna do what Mexican water does to us. Mexican tap water. Don't drink that shit ever, bro.
Oh shit! I
Now
mean,
you get chorro food.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's
Fuck
the
yeah,
what's
fool.
the
Full
bill
blast
called?
chorro.
What is it? Is there a bill for it?
honestly, I'm not too sure, but I just seen all the headlines, you know, throughout Instagram, and again, you know, to get toilet water and turn it into drinking water, like, man, bro, that's disgusting, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit, better start fucking hitting up plumbers to get that fucking water filtration systems or some shit, bro. That's nasty, though. I don't know why they want to do that.
I mean, so many dudes, bro, that I know that just take some monster ass fucking massage, bro. And just to know that, you know, for me to, you know, to have a full glass of that recycled toilet water, man, bro, it makes me not even want to drink water, you know?
Yeah, water with doo-doo flakes. That don't
Yeah,
sound
bro.
good, dog.
I mean,
I'm looking at it right now. They've approved rules that would allow it. LA, San Diego are looking to explore it. I mean, all it's gonna take is one person to get like some kind of nasty stomach virus or something.
Yeah.
and it's bound to happen, man.
I hope not. I still drink out the tap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I drink bottled water a lot, but I know when I came home from the joint, it was like, I thought we were still supposed to drink out there. Everybody, like from 2005 to 2012, somebody made a fucking choice that, ¿sabes qué? You pendejos are gonna buy water now. I'm like, what? I remember when the COVID shit happened, right? And they were like, oh my God, you can't find water. And I walked into the kitchen. My lady's like, babe, can you believe there's no water? And I walked into the kitchen and fucking turned the faucet. And I was like, what you mean?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was like, what do you mean? Like, what do you is this got COVID in it? I asked her, like, what, they put COVID in the water now? What's going on? You know? And she was just like, I don't like tap water. I'm like, oh, hold on, time out. These are first world problems. You know what I'm saying? I always try to like first world problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like toilet water or wastewater and I don't know, bro. I guess I am gonna have to stick to bottled water now.
I mean, low key. I mean, there's times I go into
Puro Kirkland.
I go into the restroom at work, you know, and I'm questioning people's diets, bro. Like that shit just smells so bad. I'm like, God damn, you know, you already know. Like,
that fucking crudo shit. Fuck.
these motherfuckers gotta change something, dog. You know. And again, just to me, you know, for me to have that thought that I'm drinking that water, like, nah, I'm way. I'm cool, bro. Like I'll pass on the top ramen. If I don't have no bottled water, I'm not making it, fool. You know,
That's wild.
I'm straight.
I'm straight.
Puro Kirkland.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
That's crazy, man. But hey, you know, like, that's that. But okay, also something that's gonna change the game. I feel like it's gonna be a humongous shift. That's the California governors. You know, they signed a bill approving. I guess they're gonna have cameras, bro, to go ahead and give you the speed tickets.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Man, bro.
Oh, yeah, you sent it to me, yeah.
It's gonna put everybody in debt. I feel, because I mean, you know, bro, I drive a 2017 Kia Sportage, my boy. I have no reason to be driving 100 miles on the freeway, bro. 100 miles per hour, but that's what I do, you know? That's just the LA mindset that I got, bro.
He said I got no business.
Trying to make it to the AC headquarters on time and shit.
what I do.
Fuck,
My G.
damn.
I feel like, you know, the carpool lane means nothing to me, bro. I'll be by myself and I stay on the carpool lane, you know? But again, if that's me driving in the Kia, I could just imagine anybody else, you know, dipping in a Charger or, you know, something with a muscle whip. So,
Yeah.
but man, bro, that's like, I feel like everybody's gonna be in debt with all those tickets. If you know, I mean, obviously eventually it's gonna happen, you know. But just imagine that, you know, like
Yeah.
all of LA, man, that's it.
It's deeper than tickets, though. I mean, to me, it's like, why the fuck they want to monitor shit so much? You know?
Yeah,
They're going to have cameras everywhere, bro. You think that shit is going to be monitoring your car, bro? Hell no. That motherfucker's watching everything. It's crazy, bro.
Well, I mean, we kind of already there.
Oh yeah, of course. They're just adding more
I was gonna
shit.
say they're just being out in the open about it. But
Yeah.
we there.
That's what they said. Okay, so in Mexico City, I was just over there. So now they're, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but Mexico City, the Chilangos, they're known for fucking pickpocketing shit. Like, it's so crowded, fool, that they'll take shit like out your pockets, bro. Like they'll steal your wallet, they'll steal your phone, whatever.
I heard the stories in the train, cause
the metro.
Yeah, cause
metro.
My family, they're from Mexico City as well.
Okay.
My dad's side, and that's what they said. If you go on the train, my G, make sure your pockets are empty.
Yeah, put that shit in the front. Just keep your hands in your pocket. Yeah. So, but one of the locals there was telling us that they've installed so many cameras now, bro.
Yeah.
That like now it's like if they see you doing some shit, they'll go knock on your front door and fucking charge you with some shit. So a lot of the crime has gone down in Mexico City now. But I mean, I don't know. To me, is like I wouldn't like that. It's a lot of invasion of privacy and shit. Someone watching you at all times. I mean, they're already doing it, like homie said, but they're just gonna take it to an extreme.
So how's it gonna work? What's the program?
So all throughout the highways, they're gonna have multiple cameras now, and as opposed to avoiding a cop or a fucking highway police or whatever the case is, to get a ticket, if the camera sees you speeding, that's it. They got you, bro.
Okay, so all we gotta do is cover the plates. We good. You know what I'm saying? All these body shops. Look, blackout plates. It's, come holler at Haz. You know what I'm saying? 40-ounce Fridays, blackout plates for everybody.
That's right.
Come get every. We'll put the little actuator above the. Come on, bro.
Intelligent, yeah.
I mean, if that's what I think like they're gonna run into a problem with like illegal search and seizure, whatnot, probable cause. There's a lot of like. I feel like they kind of throw out, like, hey, what if we? Nah, just kidding. But what if we did?
Yeah.
And there'll be enough public backlash that they'll be like, oh, because you know what I'm saying. All it takes is one board dude with enough money to be like timeout.
Right.
Yeah.
And they can't say that they're trying to be safer because when you look at like Germany, the Autobahn, you know what I'm saying? There's no speed limit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no speed limit. That's what all those fucking cars they bring over here for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You bring a Lambo and a Ferrari, you can't drive the motherfucker, right? They're meant for there. You know what I mean? They're meant for the Autobahn, right? So, I mean, it's not like two fools are just dropping dead every fucking day over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you can get the right idea or the wrong idea, I guess. You could say 35 in the fucking rain right now. You know what I'm saying? Just flip your shit. So, I don't know. Fuck that, though. I'm with Tony on that one. Too much invasion of privacy, eh?
Okay, so real quick, the last topic that I want to touch on. So lately, I've been seeing it everywhere, and they say that what they're showing us as what is the globe, like the whole world, the globe. They say that's they're kind of limited us into. Apparently, the world is a lot bigger than what we know, right? So what happened in Japan? I guess suddenly. By exploring further into where they're I guess they found multiple islands within Japan.
Yeah.
And some say that they seen actual dinosaurs roaming the islands, right? But again, I seen it in multiple posts. I've seen it in multiple stories. But they say that the world is a lot bigger than what they're showing us.
Was it Japan or China?
So, I don't know. Some fucking Asian.
Hold on before you answer that, put this fucking show canceled. It was a country that he's not quite sure of. Look, I think that as far as the whole then what they're showing us, you have there's too many digital devices and there's too many people that get a hair up their ass and decide that they're gonna go explore the mountains above Afghanistan,
right?
And then get like killed by some dudes in a cave.
Yeah.
If that was, in my opinion, and like some people are like, bro, for you, a pretty smart guy. You really believe everything they tell you? It's not that I believe everything anybody tells me, but it's just like, if it was out there, we would have found it. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, with very, very limited technology, you had people accidentally bump into this whole fucking country, right? And that, like I said, on accident, looking for the wrong shit, like looking for India, it ends up here. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So to me, it's like we would have accidentally happened on something by now if we wanted to. You understand what I mean? That's just me personally. And then when you look at, the amount of like, click here for more information, whatever the case is, ass websites, I'm just like, You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and it's only because we're in this era of everybody having one of these, everybody having a phone on them, everybody having a digital device to record, everybody having 10 different platforms that they can post to. You can't keep a fight at a middle school secret.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep a whole fucking continent or a whole bunch of islands. I think there are uncharted islands,
Right.
And that's like just factual because it's like, it's in the middle of the Pacific. If you get far enough,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like where a plane can't land or where the plane would just fly over. You know what I mean? There ain't no exploratory mission. We're trying to get you to Guam or we're trying to get you to Tahiti or wherever the case is, right? So, fly over islands. I believe in that.
Right.
But like a whole ass continent?
Yeah.
I'm personally,
You don't believe it?
nah, at all. Like not even a little bit, at all.
So
I just think there's just too many people with too many phones and too much free time on their hands that would have found that shit.
But I mean, what if Instagram and TikTok is picking and choosing as to what people could, are allowed to post? And because I mean, there's a lot of posts that they get deleted, bro.
I've
Why
seen
is
a
that?
ton of. Well, I'll tell you this. I've seen a ton of very unfortunate videos of people dying very violent deaths.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, if it was a whole ass country out there with a group of people we've never heard of, or like a alien race or something, nah. Personally, I've seen too many people get their brains blown out on Twitter for me to be like, or whatever the hell they want to call the app now. I've seen too many people just get lit the fuck up on Twitter. Like, I'm just like, there ain't no way, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many random Brazilian people I've seen shot in the face 15 times? Like, it's sad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Savages,
You know what I'm saying? It's
fuck.
just like, I don't think they're going to hide a whole island from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a continent, or you know what I'm saying? A part of the world that's just completely uncharted. I don't think so.
I agree. I don't think there's like this one big ass fucking like piece of land, like a country. Like the video that you sent me, that shit said dinosaurs. I don't know about that one, boy. But I do believe that there are hella islands. I believe that they said that Japan discovered like 7,000 islands within their region that they had like never knew about. But then again, an island could be super small, bro.
Right, it could be like the size of this desk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask Hazerd and Doughboy Tony this question. So I want to give a shout out to my boy Mega Man, because one thing that he stays consistent with is the conspiracy, stories or whatever, right? Every time he talks about Antarctica, if I'm not mistaken, all his posts, they get reported. Instagram brings them down. So again, there's a story that there's this big wall. And apparently, right? I'm pretty sure you heard of it. Yeah. Okay, so why does Instagram keep harassing him if it's not legit, or if
I've only met the gentleman once, and it's funny because the conversation was going there, and I was like, "Well, y'all talk about reptilian people. I'm gonna go ahead and leave."
Reptilian people.
I took my ass home, right?
Yeah.
Shouts out to no. In all seriousness, shouts out to the homie Mega Man because he was extremely respectful when I met him. He was cool. He was with his wife. It seemed like a really dope dude. And if that's like what he's into, then like I can't fault the man for trying to read and trying to obtain knowledge. I disagree vehemently with a lot of what he probably believes. That being said, and I say this with all due respect, there's like rules since the last 2 cycles of elections against like spreading blatant misinformation.
right?
Now, I understand that he believes it to be true. I respect the fact that he believes it to be true. I personally don't think it is.
Yeah.
And if it's the powers that be, so be it.
Yeah.
But the general scientific consensus is that shit just is factually not true. You know what I'm saying? And like, unfortunately, the last 2 election cycles, there was like blatant misinformation. It wasn't about shit like that. It was about
The
candidates with certain whatever the hell, right? But the social media teams kind of took it upon themselves, like, well, time out. We can't have like people really believe in a lie, whatever a lie is. Again, I personally know. I think the Earth is round. I think that we had a whole ass Spanish Inquisition about that shit in the 1600s, and a lot of people died behind trying to prove scientific fact. And for me, and again, this is just me, I feel like, a person like Copernicus, a person like Galileo. I feel like these people like were either villainized and killed or died villains or died laughing stocks or died heretics behind like basic science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like this shit, like to me, is stuff that we learned in 3rd and 4th grade. You know, and again, I don't mean it to be like demeaning to anybody and how they might feel about whatever. I get it. I understand what the theories say. I've had more than enough like drunken nights where I'm like, ¿Sabes qué? I'm gonna go on a YouTube fucking wormhole, and I'm just gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? The Illuminati, But I'm gonna just be real, bro. I kind of watched it. I was like, nah. That's just for me. You know what I'm saying? Because
no
again,
doubt,
there's
no
so many of these.
Yeah.
What the hell? And they you know, I know the argument is like, well, if you get too close, they'll turn you away or whatever the case is. That's because you will fucking freeze to death. Like if you dare. Like
Okay,
you know,
okay, look.
it's like no, this area is not habitable for anybody.
Yeah, it's not safe.
You know what I mean? We
man.
have a scientific fucking inflatable installation here. Like 3 scientists go and live there for a year at a time, but nobody can inhabit that land.
Yeah.
Real
You know what I'm
quick.
saying? And that's why me personally no.
Okay. Before we go ahead and actually get to the music talk, right? In the city where you grew up at, which is Ontario,
Yes,
again,
sir.
I work at Ontario Airport.
Yep.
I talk to multiple pilots, and multiple pilots, they tell me stories that are beyond me, right? Of what they see in the sky and you know, flying to Antarctica, and they're limited to certain areas because, you know, I mean, they question it themselves. So what do you say to like stories like that, like pilots like that have
I don't think that we're like soul in the universe, right? I don't. I think there's probably something out there.
Yeah.
I think they probably see a lot of shit. With regards to like the whole, again, the Antarctica thing, I just think it's a simple fact of like nothing survives going through this area. For your health and safety, you're not allowed to fly through this area, right? Because then, okay, let's say go bet that way. Go ahead. He was never seen or heard from again. Oh, you see, it's a conspiracy. They killed him when he got there. Like, no, fool, it's fucking cold there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the plane don't work there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me.
No doubt.
Like, to me, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? And, like I said, I've had a lot of, hey, you a smart guy, bro. You really, yeah, bro, fuck, it's fucking cold up there. You know what I'm saying? It's like really fucking cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but what about, no, it's just fucking cold, bro. It's like, it's cold. Like, nothing fucking lives there, bro. Like, nothing survives.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing
Survives.
survives there. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's just me. I know I'm gonna have a ton of these flat earthers mad at me and shit. And the fucking lizard people, and they got Hazerd too now.
Hazard just joined the Illuminati, bro.
Fucking shit.
Enough with
She's
that.
definitely not, but fucking shit. That's all we need. Fuck no. No,
That's
fuck
what they
no.
about to be saying, man.
Jesus.
On December 23rd at Don Quixote's, right?
Yeah.
On Boulevard.
Oh, now we talking, baby.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Now we cooking.
Hazard is gonna go ahead and perform. How do you feel about that, man?
I'm actually hosting, so it's kind of a cool look. Shouts out my boy DJ Survive. If anybody's watching this and has DJ Survive's number, I've been trying to get in touch with him for a few days. We got a really dope show planned for y'all. I was talking to my boy Vic at Underground Hip Hop Blog. You know, him and Mondo run that over there, and they obviously help Conejo with the promotion of this specific event. They've been doing it now for 5 years. I believe this is Nightmare Before Christmas 5.
Yes, it is.
And I was there last year. I went. It was Conejo and the homies Coyote for Hire.
Yeah.
Pulled up. I got the invite. Like pulled through. I think Rabs actually had DM'd me like, "Hey, bro, pull through. You're on my list." So I was like, "All right." I hit Vic. Hey, Rabs told me to. Yeah, come through. So I pulled up. We were chilling, and then Vic was like, "Let's get you on the next one." I was like, "All right." So we were talking this year. We were kind of going over the lineup, and I could hear him. I've thrown a show, right, and a couple, and I know how stressful it can be, and I could hear him going through the same thing that I've gone through. He's trying to figure out the lineup, and he doesn't want to be disrespectful to. Like he's very respectful dude, and he was like, "Bro, I don't want to be disrespectful to you and what you've done, and give you this slot at this time or this amount of time." And I'm like, "Bro, I don't got no ego about it." And my thing is, whenever I'm going through stuff like that, I'm always like, "Bro, can somebody give me a solution to a problem instead of another problem?" So I just try to be a solution. And I was like, "Well, I'll take that slot. If you want me to take that slot, bro, I'll take that slot. At that time, I'll do that. Don't trip. Do you guys have a host?" And he got real quiet. He's like, wait, for real? Like, yeah, bro. He goes, well, usually my brother, but like, he just runs on stage, introduces the next act, and goes.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of talked, got logistics right. And he's like, all right, I'm going to talk to my bro. Talked to his brother, got back at me like, it's yours, bro. Let's do it. I talked to Survive. If you have DJ Survive's number, please hit me up. I got a T-shirt for anybody with Survive's number. I've been DMing them. Fuck. So anyways, but me and Survive kind of already sketched out what we're doing and whatnot. And I just want to say it's going to be a show. I'm excited. December 23rd, Don Quixote. I think doors open at 9.
Yes.
First act is like 9:45, 9:50. And I'm be on stage all night. I will be rapping. I'm going to host the night. I will be rapping. And we got some really dope acts. I think it's you got Conejo, you got Criminal, you got my boys from Brownsville. Shouts out my boy Zapato the Ghost and his whole collective. Super dope group of individuals. They'll be on stage as well. You got a grupo, I believe they're from New York, and I think they go by Los Meros Sospechosos or something like that. Shouts out to them. They're coming down. They're gonna be in Southern Cali for the first time. Performing. I was DMing with them real quick. And whoever runs their social media, really good dude, very respectful. Shouts out to them. Glad to have them from the, you don't meet a lot of gente usually from the East Coast, right? Like you usually don't. And so I just thought that was super dope. They'll be out here performing as well. And it's gonna be a great night. We're gonna do some giveaways. I'm gonna do some fun stuff with the crowd as far as hosting goes. I genuinely want you guys to feel like you came to a show. I don't want it to be another showcase, right? Here's this rapper. Here's this rapper. Did you like that? Here's this rapper. I want y'all to feel like you're at a show. That's my job. That's what I'm taking, the personal challenge of. I want this to feel like a show. So y'all come out Saturday, December 23rd, right there in East LA on Olympic at Don Quixote. Nightmare Before Christmas. Conejo Underground Hip Hop Blog for the 5th year in a row. They're throwing this amazing show.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, Conejo, Criminal, Brownsville. You got Los Meros Sospechosos. You got a homie from Pacoima right here, the homie Young Uno, right? And then I want to make sure that I got everybody on the bill.
Now, do you feel that?
And then DJ Survive, obviously. I don't want to Survive. Hit me. I got a free shirt for anybody with Survive's phone number.
God damn it, Survive.
And then that dude Hex, and he spells his name with 3 X's, so his set's gonna be crazy.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So there it is.
Is there more pressure hosting the show as opposed to performing?
Nah, it's easy for me. I like that shit. I enjoy it. It's fun. I think that it's a different challenge.
Right.
As opposed to like, let me go out there and kill it for the next 15 to 45 minutes, right? It's more like, let me keep the night going.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. It's not the same thing, right? So you want to make sure, that, act 1 is getting the hell off the stage and the crowd is not just like, okay, I got to look at the crowd. You know what I mean? I just got to look at this fool get off the stage and then I got to wait 5 minutes and another dude. I want people to be entertained the whole time. So I've hosted a couple of events and, I don't know if anything as big as this. I don't want to front. That being said, that's what I've learned. You know what I'm saying? Through hosting, it's a different challenge. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing where I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do?
Now we're in Los Angeles, where it's safe to say it's kind of hard. It's kind of difficult to please a crowd, right? So let's just say, if for whatever reason you see the crowd dead, what are some things that you're thinking of to be able to build them?
You gonna catch these bars all night, baby. Listen to me. If you come out, Mr. 40 Ounce Fridays has it to the fucking mic. You gonna get these bars all night. We got bars, we got jokes, we got giveaways, we got a ton of talent. If they're not impressed by this lineup, I don't know what the fuck they came for. Like, everybody knows exactly what you're getting when you come to a rap show. He got the live band. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what Criminal's been doing with his platform and exactly how he's coming. You know what I'm saying? He just tore the stage down right there at in Vegas, right? There was a couple of dudes on stage right there in Vegas, right? So, and he just tore that down at I believe it was the House of Blues, right? So it's like, y'all know exactly what the hell you're coming to see. So like the only thing I would say to that is specifically with this show, because these artists, at least the 2 headlining acts, right, are very established, right? Some of the openers are still making noise. That being said, I can vouch for Brownsville. They got a great stage show. I've watched it. It's a fun time. You know what I'm saying? If y'all are dead, then y'all could have went down the street for something else. Like, go buy some fucking tacos or whatever and get some food in your belly. Stop being salty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I would tell somebody for sure. for sure.
I feel like I've seen you. I've seen your stage presence, and I feel like you're a natural to it, right? Is that something that you have to go ahead and practice, or it just comes out the blue?
I think that I had like a little bit of natural. I don't want to sound douchey. I guess it's like natural charisma. Like from the first time I ever got on stage, it was like not. It was never awkward. I was never like, what do I do? I was always like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely refined it over the years. Shouts out. I think he's watching, my boy Urban from All Angles. I think he was at my first interview I did with you, Gil. The homie I brought with me. So shouts out my boy Urban. What him and his group mate taught me was like really the art of rehearsing. You know what I'm saying? I had rehearsed before, but I had never like rented a rehearsal space and spent an hour and a half on my. I'd never done that. Yeah. That was new to me, and I'm talking about like these dudes were rehearsing for bar shows with maybe 30, 40 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Damn.
And we would go and we'd do a full rehearsal. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that from them. And like I said, I had rehearsed like in my living room in a mirror, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, rapping every lyric and yada yada. But like I'd never rented a rehearsal space like that. So I definitely got that from them, you know what I'm saying? Respecting the craft enough to actually rehearse. But I think that there's a little bit of like, either you got it or you don't, right?
Yeah.
I do think that you can, specifically with rap, I do think you can practice it enough because I've seen people like where I'm looking on stage, I'm like, this is a mess. And then I see them like 2 years later, and I'm like, oh, these fools are dope. You know what I'm saying? So I do think it's something you can practice at for sure. But yeah, man, I always try to give my flowers to the people that helped me along the way. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out my boys from All Angles. They were very instrumental for sure in teaching me how to rehearse.
It's crazy how important the stage presence is, bro, because the engagement you get from the crowd. Like,
Right.
I've seen people who they're like, personally, I might feel like their music's not the best, but they get on the stage, bro, and the energy and like how electric they are, bro. It's like it almost makes you like get so engaged that you're like, okay, damn, they're fucking dope, you know. And I know people with super dope music that they can get on stage and they freeze up, G.
Yes,
You know, they
sure.
freeze up and they like their stage presence ain't all there. And that might make the crowd not even care about. They're not even listening to what you're saying. They're looking at you like
The
not
body
really
language is
like,
off.
they're like, man, this fool ain't even
Yeah.
confident. Like he don't, whatever.
He's
it
looking
is.
at he's doing this shit. I get it. Nah,
Yeah,
I think that
it's important to have stage presence, man.
for sure, man. Like I think you just gotta go out there, bro. Like I always tell people, like dog, you gotta walk on stage like you got the biggest dick in the room and you
Straight
wear your
up, dog.
tightest whiteies for the
Yeah.
day.
I
You
know,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
Yeah.
You just walk on stage, bro. You gotta let it hang, dog. Like you really
Yeah.
gotta, you really gotta get up there and like, this is my time. This is
Yeah.
my stage. This is my crowd. I don't care what I don't care. I don't care what show you're at. I don't care what they came to see. It doesn't fucking matter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out how, while you're on that stage, nothing else matters but what's going on that stage.
Yeah,
Yep.
correct.
You know what I'm saying? For
And I
sure.
feel like, obviously, I mean, I'm a photographer, and I've been blessed enough to be at certain events, certain venues where I'm frontline taking pictures, right? And going back to the Las Vegas, it was called the Chicano Music Fest, correct?
Yeah.
I don't want to name drop, but I mean, it's true what they say. Like you guys are saying. I mean, it'd be the artists that they're doing phenomenal when it comes to the numbers on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
But when it came to the stage presence, it didn't really match the numbers, And
Part of the problem there, bro, is we're in an era where social media presence is all that matters.
right.
So you have people who can have 100,000 followers, they can have a viral song, whatever it catches, and then they go do a show for the first time, right? And then they go do a show for the first time, right? They'll be, they got a fucking single on Spotify with like 10 million, streams, and then they go do their first show. It used to be that you had to cut your teeth and you had to do show after show after show for just the bartender, the DJ, the promoter, and your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you had to do like 50 of those before anybody cared.
Yeah.
And so the problem is you have certain people who have never done a show until they have a hit record. They have a hit record and now they're going on the road.
Yeah.
And it's like,
No experience.
like, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, huh? And then, because I've seen certain rappers that I was like, that fool was trash on stage. And then they're in the industry for a while, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, like you circle back, you're like all of a sudden, when the hell did this fool get good at performing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, oh, that you saw like one of his first 5 shows ever. Not after he blew up ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just had the big single. But that was one of his first 5 performances ever. So of course, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna get better the more that you do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
I think that's a lot of the problem. Is a lot of fools, you know, they are only quote unquote, and I use air quotes there because it's hard to cultivate a social media following, but they're like only online rappers. You know what I'm saying? There's no real world experience to their craft.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight
I think that that's like where, you know, obviously it's creative. You're never going to be able to treat it like a carpenters union or an electrician union or whatever. It's just they've talked about it for years. It's not going to happen just because it's creativity. And you can't bottle that really, right? So it's like kind of hard to do that. But I definitely feel like people need to put that work in.
Yeah.
If for no other reason, like damn me as a critic or, you know, another rapper, like, don't you want to give a good show to your fans? Like, these are the people paying money to see you.
So
Yeah.
coming
You
from
know?
a big dog like Hazard, if there's like some artists that are up and coming, if there's 3 tips that you could give them as opposed to like, well, I mean, being on the stage presence, what's 3 things that you feel like that they should definitely do?
Well, the first one probably is the most important one. I'm guilty of it sometimes. I try to check myself really hard about it, but don't cup the mic. That's the first one, right? So you have a short microphone, and this is the head of it. Don't do this shit, right?
Ain't nobody gonna hear nothing.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm not gonna front. Like I'm
Yeah.
kind of guilty of it sometimes, and I'll
No,
check
yeah.
myself. But don't do this first and foremost. I think the other thing is don't rap over your vocals. A lot of
Yup.
people, you know, do it, and
It's called karaoke.
it's just it's not even to diss. You're fighting with frequencies. So the real problem is a lot of these dudes, you know, auto-tune the shit out their vocals. Their voice doesn't sound anything like that. And so then they're going in and they're trying to rap over this auto-tune, and then it like clashes. If they have a quality engineer that tunes the mic, you know, then you're gonna hear the echo because it's the double auto-tune, right? So you're gonna hear the auto-tune from the track and auto, you know, so you hear that sometimes, right? I would say that don't rap over your vocals. Get you, you know, when you're in the studio and you record a song, ask your engineer for a performance version of your track. I know some studios are super like, you know, they can charge you for everything, right? If you're just getting going and you have an engineer that trusts you or that you trust and you guys are working together, get performance versions of every song. And the performance version should have, I always say you can, like, you could do a really simple one, leave the hook on, leave your verse off. You know what I'm saying? The verses should be blank. Just completely blank. Don't throw none of your ad-libs in there, nothing. Blank verse, leave the chorus on. And then go out there and perform. When you get better at it, you can start playing with it and be like, give me my ad-libs. Give me only the backing track on the hook. You know what I mean? I only want the backing track, and I'm going to do the lead vocal on the hook as well. You learn, you know, you pick your spots. That'd be the second. That'd be the big one. And I think the third one is, like, don't look at the fucking ground. Like, motherfuckers get on stage and they do this shit, and they're like, I just want, and they're cupping this shit. And got the whole fucking song playing in the background. They're looking at their shoes like, you bottom fool. You should know what they look like. You know what I'm saying? So I would say those would be the 3 things. You know what I'm saying? Those would be to me, and that's just to start. You know what I'm saying? But then then 3A or 1A should really be like, fucking rehearse your set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Know your set, frontward, backward, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Learn maybe if there's a line in your song that is super specific, but you're going to do, let's say you're from California, you're going to Arizona, and there's a line that you could switch and kind of shout the local city out, do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, whenever I'm in LA, whenever I'm in Phoenix, let's say you're in Arizona, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Seen the baddest bitch when I was in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Just an example. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, learn where you can play with the crowd. Learn where you can kind of play to the crowd, right?
Yeah,
And
crowd
you can,
engagement is
you
everything.
can go really deep off in it, but very, very basic. Don't cup your mic. Don't rap over your fucking vocals, and stop looking at your sneakers. That, you know, that would be it right there.
There it is, everybody.
Hey.
Big Hazard.
Free game,
Yes,
baby.
sir.
Free game.
Now, Hazard, I want to ask you, I want to know your perspective on freestyling and when it comes to writing. And the reason I asked that, 2023, at least when it comes to Apple Music, I seen you had 3 singles: Gassed Up, The Come Up, Big Dreams.
Yeah.
But then I look at your Instagram and it's flooded with, freestyles every Friday.
Yeah.
So what's, as far as you, like, what do you lean on more? The freestyling, the writing, what's the difference?
The creative process is relatively the same. I don't commit anything to paper. I haven't for a lot of years. I stopped committing anything to my notes. If I want to remember an idea, I'll take like the voice memo out of my iPhone. I just kind of wrap it in a voice memo. Save this for later. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing that for years. So the main reason that there's been such a sparse amount of music to come out, first and foremost, was we were doing 40-ounce Fridays over 4.5 years ago. We started. When I started, I was just trying to get enough of a buzz up that I could drop music. And then we got to a point where we had some viral moments on TikTok, and then the shit kind of ran away from me almost, right? It was just like, well, the shit when it took a life of its own on. I care more about making sure that I feed my fans, weekly and whatnot, and making sure that I'm going to give my fans quality when I do give it to them, as opposed to like, yeah, fuck it, that's a cool song, throw it out. I don't know where the whole, like, I don't want to say I don't know where, because I feel like it's probably somewhere between like Lil Wayne and Future, like flood the market, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But those dudes are like really good at what they do. You might not like their style of music, but like there's no denying the fact that like they have a great output, a high output, and a consistent output. So my thing was, especially at the time, I wasn't really in the studio a lot, but I knew I could commit to doing something once a week, dropping a verse once a week. That was how 40-ounce Fridays came about. And then when the shit kind of popped a little bit for me and I had a bit of a fan base, I was like, well, shit, I got to feed these fools and I got to keep feeding them. So let me keep feeding them. This is what they like. I'm going to keep giving it to them. I think that with the songs, my thing was like, all right, nothing I'm doing has been out of here. I don't have nothing like in radio rotation. I don't got nothing climbing the Spotify charts. So let me keep feeding them every week, and let me figure out what we're really going to do with regards to marketing, and whatnot. I got a distribution deal in my phone right now that I'm supposed to sign. I just went back and forth with my lawyer. I just went back and forth with the label rep. I think it's going to happen. I want to make sure that the ink is dry before I talk about it. That being said, y'all going to see a whole bunch of music 2024. It's there. I have it in the vault. I've already, anytime I'm going to go take, a long trip or I'm going to be gone for a while, I literally, I kiss my wife. I tell her if I die, put all my music out. You know what I'm saying? This person already knows what to do, and this person knows what to do. They haven't put it all out. I got a ton of music in the vault. My main thing has been, to me, it's insanity to just keep doing the same shit over and over, right? That's like the stereotypical generic definition of insanity.
Yeah.
Do the same thing over and over, expect a different result. So my thing was I got to do something, something got to give.
Yeah.
So I went about it an untraditional way with respect to the weekly releases, but the numbers are there, bro. We've dropped every week. It's 52 weeks in a year. We only got 2 weeks left. We've done over 500,000 views on 40-ounce Fridays this year.
Yeah.
Well over 500,000.
Yeah, without a doubt.
If I got really, petty and counted them all out, I'm closer to 1 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody, just on some real shit, nobody in my position, at my level, whatever the case is doing what I'm numbers wise. We want to talk. Everybody's always talks about numbers. Well, then why don't my weekly releases count? This is what I'm doing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So we've done over 500,000 easy.
Yeah.
Easy. So my thing is again, I want to make sure that when, not if, but when we do come correct.
Yeah.
I've got I got a lot of stuff in the vault. I don't want to sit on it so long that it sours. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit on it so long that it's that would have been a cool song 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I be on some other shit, bro, when it comes to creating music. So it's and good music is timeless. So I ain't worried about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll put it to you this way. The come up, we put it out this year, like officially. I think I did the come up like 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I was in, and they're talking about freestyling. I freestyled that whole song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, bro, it's like, you know, the creative process is relatively the same. You know what I'm saying? The only difference would be like, when it comes to, like how I do every 40 ounce, this is how I start every song. And then like the difference being like, let's add an extra verse on there, 2 extra verse on there, let's throw a hook on there, whatever the case is. But it's the same shit to me. Like it really don't make a difference. It's the same exact process.
Yeah.
Like when I go in, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I do get that question a lot, but my thing is like, are y'all not entertained? We drop every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, and kind of joking, tongue in cheek, but like, we drop every week. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that people look at it and they want to see me win. So they're like, bro, like, where's the song on the radio? I'm like, well, you need a budget for that. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I want to make sure that the ink is dry on this deal before I specifically mention it, but I got the deal on my phone right now. And I went over everything with my lawyer yesterday, today, just talked to the label rep literally before I was running over here. I was like, look, I got to go do this podcast. I'll probably get this to you tomorrow, whatever the case is. Right. But yeah, we're gonna punch him in the mouth 2024. For sure. I got a ton of music. My next single, we're gonna do a live in studio performance. My next single is called Vibe Out. Shouts out to Burner. Cookies and Vibes Papers. Vibes Papers co-branded the video for me.
Hell yeah.
So Vibe Out's coming real soon. Ace 18 shot it. My boy C's over at Street Kings helped me produce the video. And then he kind of ran the play for me to help me with this distribution deal. So yeah, man, we got a lot coming. And I would just say to my fans, like, I understand how frustrating it can be. I hear y'all, bro, let me get this freestyle and this freestyle, put it together, throw it on a project. Like, and I hear you, but I promise I want to give you something more than that. I'm not trying to give you just a bunch of fucking compilations. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, we could have been done that. You know, we got 244 in, I think.
But that's the thing, though.
You know what I'm
saying? You're saying it nonchalant like it's nothing, but those freestyles, bro, I mean, they're fire, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
You're extremely talented, bro. Like, I feel like your style is very unique. Honestly, if I would assume you was from the East Coast, just how you flow.
That's definitely what I came up on.
You're on some like J. Cole shit, Big L shit. Like,
thank you.
Like, I mean, bro, like I'm a fan without a doubt.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
But again, you know, I mean, like obviously, like freestyling is one thing, but I feel like you said, turning that to a track, like, I mean, why not capitalize off that? And
right, and like I said, we've done y'all stay tuned. That's all. It's like I gotta make sure that the ink is dry on the shit, but y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? A ton of music is coming. I can promise that, one way or the other. You know what I'm saying?
For like, when you say a ton of music, like, would you say we could expect like albums, like projects?
So we're dropping.
Or were you thinking more singles?
Right. So I'm gonna drop a ton of singles.
Okay.
We're gonna do like you guys will probably get. I don't like saying things and them not coming true, but I'm hoping to do at least a single a month for the next 12-month period, right? That's a dozen singles there. I've got a project, and we're like, I just talked to him. I got a project like 70% of the way there with my boy VHS. It's a quick little EP, 5-6 songs, whatever, but it's called Hold the Sticks. I got the artwork I can show y'all. Like, I really planned this shit, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
My boy VHS produced all the beats. It's called Hold the Sticks. He does that sample-heavy, loop-heavy, drumless production. So we called it Hold the Sticks because I was joking with him one day. And I was like, yeah, bro, just give me that sample and let my boy throw some 808s on it. We'll be good. I said it kind of tongue-in-cheek, but he looked at me like I slapped his kid. He was like, hey, fool. Like, no disrespect, bro, but if that's what you're going to do, like, just take it and go do that. But, like, mess with me, like, fuck with me, I promise, like, if we work together, you're going to like what we're doing. Yeah. So I rocked with him off of that. He's been traveling a lot. He travels a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's an in-demand producer, especially in that subgenre of rap, the whole, you know, drumless production style. This fool be traveling all the time. I'm doing 40 ounce. I've been trying to work this deal out. Got a couple other things on the table, so we've been busy. So it's like we're playing tag all the time, and we work best when we're together. But like I said, we've got a handful of records that we're really proud of. It's gonna be called Hold the Sticks. And I'm just really excited to share that body of work, as well as the 12 singles we're gonna release. And I got more, but I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking to put out a single every month. Single every month. For sure.
Now, being that both of you guys are artists, I have, again, man, I have two talented artists right here by my side.
Yep.
During COVID, I feel as though one thing that I seen was a versus challenge where you have two artists go head to head. Obviously, it was all love towards the end. But do you feel like if let's just say we were to do that right now with the artists and right now in California, you think that'll be a hit?
I think it would. I think there would be way too many issues probably behind that.
So?
I think there'd be a lot of. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, because I don't know, bro. I feel like in California, there's just so much fucking politicking and so much bullshit that goes down within like the music industry that it just gets weird sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also wouldn't like put it past us, bro. Like I could definitely see a couple people who would be down to do it, and like people like us. Like I know Hazerd, he's just a hip hop head.
Yeah.
Like we treat this shit like a combat sport, bro. Like
Right.
like this is what we do. We do it because we bar out. We do it because we love hip hop. We got passion. Like we get passion when we comes to we write a sick ass bar, bro.
Yeah.
And we're like, damn, like that shit was hard. Like. And there's other people who do music for other reasons, So I don't know. It just comes down to who's involved, I guess.
I just feel like strategically that'll be a great idea to put us on the map, because when you got like Fat Joe going against Ja Rule, when you got fucking the Dipset going against the Locks, like I mean, just imagine like bringing it down to here, to California when you got Hazard going head up with with Doughboy Tony, obviously respectful.
I think three things. One, if you're gonna do that type of platform, you gotta have either A, rappers with like a lot of bars, or B, rappers with a lot of hits. And and then Jadakiss showed us rappers with stage presence, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
If we did the verses on a big scale like that, it wouldn't be there's too much money to be made.
Yeah.
I was on, Tony A's platform. He went verse for verse. We did that shit. There was no problems. I think they did like 5-6 episodes. The problem is most people don't want to do it.
Right.
That's the real problem, because you got to be able to rap live. You got to be able to perform live. You got to be able to really do it. When we did it, it was live. It was no vocal, no vocal backing tracks at all. You had to be able to rap live. And then I think like the last round, they like threw a curveball, and you had to be able to rap on whatever beat they had chosen for you. So a lot of people, from what I was told, like were asked and said no. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the competition, or like what he was talking about, treating it as a sport, that part of the art has kind of gone by the wayside, just in general. It's not even like these kids, or it's just kind of in general. It's like, you know what I mean? That's kind of a lost art. You still see certain things, you see the battle rappers, but like even with battle rap, it's kind of turned into the WWE, right? Phenomenally talented, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But there was a time where you were like, are these fools gonna fight? Nah, it's gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? And like now it feels more like just kind of a big production, like on the high level, right? So
Definitely.
I think that West Coast dudes. I know Snoop did one. Snoop did one against DMX. The one that they were calling for was like Dre and Diddy.
Yeah.
Dre against Quick. Dre, whatever, right?
Yeah.
On that level, it would be no issue. And fools are millionaires. Like they, it's, and even if they're not rich, on them dudes are. But I'm saying, even if it's an artist with like a good legacy, but maybe his paper's not right,
Yeah.
his name means too much to him. He's not gonna go out like a weirdo, right? He's just not gonna do that. On the lower levels, I just think that it wouldn't be song based. You can't have it. Nobody knows your fucking songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that, like, even me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still working on getting my catalog up. So, like, you know, I did the verse for verse one. You know what I'm saying, with Tony A, and I like the platform he provided, but you know, he had a hard time finding somebody that would go. You know, what I mean, he hit me, and you know, I went against the kid from Fresno, the Wicks, but he had a hard time finding people that would be willing to do it, right? So that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? I think people's ego, for sure. But if you don't got no hit records, respectfully, like, you're right, like if you don't really have any hit records, what's the fuck's the point? Like, what's for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get up there and rap a song that 10 people know. You understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
at that point it'll almost become like battle rap, not necessarily where it's like we're dissing each other, but it's like whose bars are harder.
Which is what I ain't gonna front. That was ours. Like that's how that was how that platform was ran.
Yeah.
But you know, by and large, I think it's the fact that most people just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to risk, you know, looking bad on camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I can't. Yeah. It's like, bro, put some fucking work in. Like, respect your craft. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I don't care if you got to go home and write the shit for 3 weeks. Go home and write the shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, there are platforms for competitive rap where it's done. You know what I'm saying? December 27th, Project Blowed. 29th anniversary. I'll be in a 16-bar rap competition. You know what I'm saying? I've won it before. It's been a while.
Hell yeah.
But, oh, that's December 23rd. My bad. Nightmare Before Christmas, Volume 5.
Shout them out, man.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up,
Again, man.
What up,
Ravs, Mr. Criminal. You know what I'm saying? Tumex. Oh, my. I'm such an idiot. I didn't mention it at first. Tumex. Bro. And I can't blame the 40 because this is my first one. But nah, man, Tumex, real quick. I just got to tell a real quick story about Tumex. I think the first time that I seen Tumex perform, it was at the Globe in Pomona. It was this like graffiti supply store or whatever, like a hip hop shop, and they sold like cans and tips and shit. But there was a show. It was Tumex. It was the Living Legends. You had who was there? Might have been fucking AC Alone. This is like 04, 05, bro.
Damn.
And these fools packed out the store. The Globe's tiny. I don't know if you've ever been to the Globe in Pomona. I know they have another. I think they have another one, right? It's GCS, right?
GCS in Santana.
Right. So I think it's the same. I believe originally it was the same people.
Okay.
So the Globe in Pomona was like, you know, small shop, relatively speaking. The whole store was packed. The whole outside was packed. I was standing across the street at the fucking Bank of America, like listening. Like, oh, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I believe that was the first time I might have heard Tumex. I think that live. I think I caught him at like a backyard party another time. Like, Tumex is a crazy dude because Tumex will do a show like this, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas Volume 5. And then he'll turn around and fucking, you know, you'll see him in a cypher in a backyard. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude's like, you want to talk about somebody that loves rap.
Yeah, he just,
you know what I'm saying? That dude, like hip hop head to the core.
Yeah.
Shouts out Tumex, man.
That's one of the first Mexican rappers that I ever heard that in terms of like bars like that, like straight hip hop. You know, aside from obviously like Sick Jack and the Cycle Realm, those were the first dudes to me that it's like, damn, these fools are raza, they rapping like this. But the second person ever was Tumex. You know, so big shout out to Tumex. I was
Huge
like,
shout
damn,
out.
bro.
Huge shout out. Shouts out to Gil for the layup on that one. But yeah, you know, y'all come out, see Tumex, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just a early 2000s legend for me. You know what I'm saying? It just taught me a lot. Just watching him kind of taught me a lot about like really fucking the stage up. Cause that dude would like, he'll be up there, bro, and he just kind of, you get to rap and he just, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, it's dope. So I'm really excited for that one. I'm hoping I get to tell him that story, you know what I'm saying, on Saturday night. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all come out December 23rd.
Now that's the question that I have for you, Hazerd. So I mean, not to put us in a box, but obviously, you know, Mexicans in California, I feel like we have a similar style. But there's certain artists like yourself that it's very unique. It's different. You know?
Yeah.
Who are some artists that you were looking up to? You know, as far as you know, where you got your style from?
Well, I think that you saying Big L, I was like, thank you, man, because definitely Big L, you know what I'm saying? Nas, Wu-Tang, you know, when you were saying East Coast stuff, I was definitely influenced by a lot of it, right?
What was that? Big Pun.
Mobb Deep Pun, obviously, you know what I'm saying? You know, as I got older, you know what I'm saying, we were running around, you know, I think it was volume 7 or something. I think under 10, but I said, like, you know, I used to bang for Mercy and the homies Link and heat it up. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out the window while I twisted up my finger. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we were listening to, you know, G Unit. We was listening to Dipset. This is like 03, 04. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is me being a full knucklehead. That was like our ride out music. So I just liked a lot of it, right? The West Coast stuff, obviously, as I got older, I realized it was just such a part of my life because it was always in the background.
Yeah,
I actively chose to listen to the East Coast stuff, but the West Coast stuff was like the
inevitable.
It was like the soundtrack to my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Snoop Dogg. I say this though. I always say Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style album. Like, I fell in love with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like right around that. Like I'm 6, 7 years old, and Doggy Style was sold out in stores. It was a big deal because of the cover, and you had the, you know, the dog with the big ass and the whole nine, and it was a thing. He named his album Doggy Style, and it was sold out everywhere. And the homie came to school with a yellow Sony Walkman cassette player, and he had the Doggy Style tape in it. And we listened to that motherfucker over and over for like a week, bro. Like at lunch, we would just go sit at the back of the playground and he would just pull the shit out of his pocket. You know what I'm saying? And we'd just be sitting there, like the headphones were like this. So we would take them like, you know what I'm saying? Like we would literally twist them like that, and I'd be listening like this. And I remember, I think he broke the headphone, or he was rewinding the tape. It got stuck, something. He messed something up. And then his brother, my older homie, came to school and beat both of our asses. Bro, I was 6 years old. This fool was like 12, dog, 13. I'm like 6. He beat my ass, bro. Like, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Trying to listen to Doggy Style, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I was in love from an early age, you know, just with rap in general. You know what I'm saying? I remember, I think one of the earliest memories I have of listening to a rap song is like Eazy-E, Boys in the Hood. I remember like Brass Monkey by the Beastie Boys. I remember, and then I remember like Lighter Shade of Brown. You know what I'm saying? On a Sunday afternoon. One of the first, I think, if not the first, like song that I knew all the words to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember, like, I sat down with ODM on his pod and I told him, like, bro, you don't understand. Like, you're a hero for real. Like, you, like, y'all had some of the, for him and Bobby had some of the, rest in peace of DWTX. They had some of the first bars that I could remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I word for word knew. You know what I'm saying? That was they were a big one for me. You know what I'm saying? And then being from the IE, ODM was on the radio growing up, and, you know, in the IE on 99.1 and the whole nine. And so, like, he was like Superman for me. You know what I'm saying? And then to fast forward, I got a song with ODM. You know what I'm saying? Like on his new album.
Hell
you know?
yeah, bro.
So we supposed to do a video for that too. Like, shouts out to ODM, man, and my boy Moons. You know what I'm saying? I think it's me, ODM, Moons. It's YBE. Fuck, who? I'm gonna forget. I think Misfit. I think Misfit Soda might be on it.
Okay.
I feel like that's it. I feel like that's it. Me, YBE, Misfit, ODM, and Moons. You know what I'm saying? Moons obviously has helped take over duties, you know, since Bobby passed away. But that was another one, right? Lighter Shade of Brown. But like, I always say, like, the culture really raised me. Like, the culture of hip hop, just loving rap music, period, right? Like, just raised the fuck out of me. And so, like, I'm forever and eternally grateful. I always say, like, I hate the top 5 conversation, because it's like, from when? Top 5 from the 80s, top 5 from the 90s, top 5 from the mid-2000s, that top 5 that I gangbang to, top 5 that you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, top 5 if I want to ride out with my lady, top 5, you know what I mean? Like, like, top 5 if you want to get the party turned up, you know, it's like, I love rap music, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely lean towards the lyrically clever stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like that stuff. But, you know, even if it's somebody making party records that I think, like, is real clever, like, that goes under the radar. Like for me, a big one is 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? I know he makes a lot of party records, but I feel like 2 Chainz is like, kind of underrated with how witty he is with his pen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, just the culture, bro. Like it really did raise me, and I'm eternally. I fucking one of my first 3 dots on my wrist, and I got my fucking chest done, and then I got hip hop on my wedding finger. It was picked in the county. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all faded now, but like you know what I mean. I love this shit. You know what I mean? And that I hope when you say like, yo, J. Cole and Big L, I'm like, thank you, bro. Like, I definitely understand what you're saying when you say that.
Right.
Do
You know what I mean?
do you ever feel like there can be a culture shift when it comes to hip hop, in terms of like, you say you like the clever lyrical stuff, bro.
Sure.
Like, do you ever see that shit coming back around? Like, for instance, we got people nowadays like Griselda, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't get. I mean, they get the flowers, most definitely they do. But obviously, I'm talking about these dudes are way better than half of the shit you hear mainstream.
So I think that we're in a society now where everything's segmented. And I know what you mean. Like, I know you're asking, like, is Conway going to have a record that rings off like fucking Travis Scott, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Is Benny the Butcher going to get a McDonald's meal, right? Is he going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
No, like for real, right? Like, is West
yeah.
Side Gun going to get a fucking sneaker deal with Jordan?
Straight up, yeah.
And what I would say is, like, them fools, specifically that collective, I think they're so past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, West Side Gun is like at fashion shows in Paris.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, no, yeah.
They're doing limited drops where it's like $80 T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I only made 1,000 of them. Suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? They'll like literally T-shirts $80, only 1,000. Suck my dick. Out now. And motherfuckers will sell out. So to me, it's like, I mean, I'm not the smartest dude in the world, but like, you just made 80 grand and told your audience. I mean, they're not talking about suck my, but you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, very unapologetically, like, yeah, so I made 300 vinyls and they're $100 a piece. Deal with it. And it'll sell out. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think that while it would be dope to see somebody like Benny the Butcher, Conway, or West Side Gun, you know what I'm saying, on stage at fucking Bonnaroo, I also think that we need to understand that we're in a time now where they don't need to.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I do think that there is something to be said about a lyrically driven artist doing well. So, like, for me, my answer to that would be like, well, fucking Kendrick's winning Pulitzers. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole selling out arenas, been selling out arenas.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, been. You know what I mean? And then that dude dresses like he's homeless. You understand what I'm saying? It is all about the music for him.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like the motherfucker rides a bike everywhere. And he's like, yeah, and then let me just go do 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Like at fucking Staples, you know? So to me, I think that, yeah, when you turn on the radio, you turn on one of them big stations, you're like, bro, what the fuck? Why can't I hear blah, blah, blah? But what I always respond to that is like, go look at the number one song, like on the, it used to be the R&B and the Hot 100, whatever, right? It's like hip hop and R&B charts.
Yeah.
Go look at all the charting songs from the last 30 years, and it's always been relatively commercial records. You know what I'm saying? My argument always is like when everybody's like, every list that motherfuckers make and they put Public Enemy number one. Now, me personally, I think that their music is amazing. I think it is influential. I think it is important. Nobody was fucking playing Public Enemy on the radio. They said it themselves. We hated the radio. They got no fucking love and no play. Yeah. And now it's like Public Enemy, number one, like greatest record of all time. It takes the nation of millions to hold us back. So nobody was listening, bro. Like nobody fucking cared. And what I mean by that is like on the radio. You know what I'm saying? None of these DJs were playing that shit. They were playing Ice Ice Baby at the same exact time, right? So while Public Enemy's doing their shit, you got Ice Ice Baby and you got MC Hammer on the radio. That's what, at the same exact time. That was the same fucking time, right? And no disrespect to Hammer, you know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to Ice. But what I'm saying is they made a choice that they were going to make a record that sounded a certain way that grabbed the attention of certain people. That just ultimately is what it is. Every once in a while, do you have a special guy like a J. Cole that'll get crazy radio play and the fucking music video is two dogs fucking like smelling each other's asses? Sure. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, do you have a Kendrick? Sure. You know, do you have a Jay-Z that's like, you know, like lyrically intricate and whatever, but then he'll tear the fucking radio up, you know what I'm saying? Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have those moments. That's going to happen regardless, right? But I just feel like dudes like Conway and West Side Gun and Benny the Butcher are so busy making so much fucking money doing the art that they exactly wanted. They're not compromising shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, so for this one, my daughter drew a fucking picture, and that's the album cover, and also that's the T-shirt that costs $130. You know what I'm saying? And they sell out.
Yeah.
And you know, my daughter drew a picture of me getting shot. Here's the fucking album cover. But I'm not bullshitting you. That's a fucking album cover. Like, one of them is like it's a drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, my thing is, like, I just feel like we have so many avenues now with social media, with, you know, all the platforms.
Yeah, it's
that
not
we have.
necessary.
It isn't, and it never. But also, I think too, when you said circle around, to really answer your question, I don't think it ever was. I just think that we're young enough. You a little younger than me, but I think that we're young enough to romanticize the old school. But none of that shit got any radio play, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think when Russell Simmons heard Nas. I read this somewhere. It was an article about Illmatic. Russell Simmons heard the original version of whatever Illmatic was, or he heard a fucking demo.
Yeah.
And Russell Simmons said he sounds like G-Rap. G-Rap don't sell no fucking record. Talking about Cool G-Rap.
Yeah.
G-Rap don't sell no fucking records. I ain't fucking with it. This is Russell Simmons, okay?
Yeah, I never heard
Russell Simmons. This is, you know, Reverend Run's older brother,
Yeah.
right? This is Russell fucking Simmons, the godfather of Def Jam, that whole shit, right?
Yeah.
He said he heard Nas. They said he heard Nas. I read this shit in like a XXL article. This is a long time ago. I'm fucking, Jesus. I think I was locked up. It was an article about Illmatic, and it was so many years since Illmatic had dropped, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, he sounds like G-Rap. G-Rap don't sell no fucking records. I'm cool. And then they said, admittedly, Russell was right. When Illmatic, this is Illmatic. This is one of the monumentals, one of my favorite albums of all time, so on and so forth. When Illmatic came out, it didn't do well.
Yeah.
Like, relatively speaking, that shit was a slow burn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I would, to answer your question, I feel like it's not about circling back. I just feel like if you make really lyrically driven rap, get in where you fit in, find your fans. Nowadays, we're fortunate enough that you could do a lot of it from your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could release the shit yourself, all that, you know?
Now,
Yeah, straight up.
speaking of Nas, I mean, obviously, I heard in other interviews that's one of your most favorite rapper. Like, so I heard a story coming from Fat Joe, courtesy of Fat Joe, saying that I guess Nas has to go ahead and rewrite his verse after hearing Big Pun's verse off a song that I guess they came out together, right? Now, my question to you is, obviously, you being the MC, whenever you collab with another artist, at the end of the day, is there some type of competition as to who writes the better verse? Actually, that question is for both of you guys.
I think that if you love the shit, you should.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think you shouldn't. I'm not gonna tell nobody what they should and shouldn't do. I don't think that it's about. You know, trying to be necessarily, you know, like one up in the other rapper. I just think that it's like respecting the other rapper, that you're gonna bring your A game. Like, I gotta bring, you know what I'm saying, my absolute A game. I gotta give them everything that they, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give them everything that they got, because I know this dude is dope. So let me make sure that I fucking kill it, right? And I think it has more to do with the love and respect for the other artist, as opposed to like wanting to diss them or battle them on the track. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because like, I don't make music with people I don't like. I'm cool, bro.
No,
I don't
definitely.
care how good the look is. If I don't rock with you and we don't got some kind of relationship, or at least maybe you reach out like on some really cool shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm too busy, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I don't actually like you, we're not working together. That's just me.
Yeah.
You know, on some level, I gotta fuck with what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I do think that it's like, you don't want to get embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? You want to have some pride in your pen. Like, you don't want to get embarrassed, you know?
Straight up.
And I just think that that's as an MC. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard you on a lot of stuff with other people. Have you done a ton of collab work?
No.
No?
I feel the same way that you do. I try not to really just jump on anything with anybody. For the same reason, bro, that either if I personally don't feel like I fucking truly like fuck with your music, bro. Like I don't know. I don't like to force anything. You know.
Yeah, I dig that.
And if I do ever like just kind of maybe do music with somebody, I fuck with them, or it's maybe like if the little homie's coming up, bro, and it's like I feel like, you know, maybe
You can
I'm
give him a
digging his
look.
style and I can help you out, bro. You know, because I mean, I'm not saying I'm the biggest artist, bro, but if I already got a platform, you know,
Sure.
I wish when I was first doing my shit, bro, somebody with the bigger platform could have been like, hey, bro, like I got you, let's jump on
Would
the
have gave
song.
a shit. Yeah.
You know, like that. But other than that, nah, I don't really be doing too many collabs, bro.
I think it's important to pick your spots. I do think it's important to be judicious about what you're doing. But I will say, like, you definitely, where it makes sense, you do want to collaborate for the simple reason that you never know, you know, how much of a fan of you and then somebody else, you know, one person may be. You could literally make, you know, a fan's whole ass day by, you know, rapping with whoever. Damn, bro, I never thought y'all would do a song. This is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's monumentous.
Those are the comments I get about us, G.
And it's
to be
it's
honest.
monumental. And it's monumentous. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's really dope. You know what I'm saying? When you can collaborate, and then you know, you're able to make magic musically, but then also, like, you know, as creatives, sometimes I feel like we're in our own bubble.
Yeah.
And so, like, you'll meet a lot of other dudes and you'll be like, oh, damn, this fool thinks exactly like I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not weird. It's just I'm a creative person.
Straight
and
up.
we just kind of wired a little differently. You understand what I'm saying? So I think that sometimes because we can be wired a little differently, like, we're trying to keep to ourselves, you know, either out of like pride or self-preservation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And let me just not say nothing and then maybe they'll leave me alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I found, bro, like, some of my funnest times have been like really just like stepping on a ledge and be like, bro, let's see what we could do. You know what I'm saying? Let me step out my comfort zone a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It has to make sense. Like, if I seen you on some shit and you had like some like emo trap fool on the record with you, I'd be like, yo, what's he doing? You know what I'm saying? I might reach out to you and be like, Tony, what you doing with this one? You know?
Yeah.
But I think that if it makes sense sonically, like if you see like, oh, I think the basis of it, I do agree. Like, hey, I rock my homie shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I like his shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, what if we, hey, bro. And what I found too, a lot of times it'd be pride because nobody wants to reach out and get told no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I found that, like, you know, I'll reach out, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll say what's up to people or whatever, and they'll get like, bro, I thought you were gonna be an asshole. Yeah. And it's like, nah, dog, you like, what's cracking? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I'm a little older, so I've taken it, you know, kind of upon myself, like, you know, I'm getting to an age now where it's like I could really be giving game to some of these dudes.
Well, I'll be honest again. I'm a photographer, and I've seen you at multiple venues, and my boy, you just walking on swole. Like, I'm like, damn, you know, I want to ask Hazerd for that picture, but I don't know, you know.
Hey, bro,
my boy just walked like he just benched 3 plates like it's nothing. I'm like,
hey, look, I'm gonna be real. I gotta get back to it. So full disclosure.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, because I be seeing comments and the shit be getting to me, but like for real. So Avato was lifting heavy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had a little hernia situation. We're getting that taken care of. I'm getting back to the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? So, but that being said, I always tell everybody, like, I really don't have an ego about like the whole like, hey, homie, was cracking types. I'm cool, dog. Like, I did too much time on the yard, bro. Like, so sometimes I be having that face just because like self-preservation, you know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, bro, like, you see me in public, bro, come say what's up. You know what I'm saying? You want to take a picture, you want to take pictures. That's what you, bro, come the fuck up. Come say what's up. I promise, you know what I'm saying? I got no ego about this shit. Come say hi. And I'm going to tell you why, too. This is really important. I said this a long time ago. I made music for gangbangers. They got a thing for gripping gats and all the little hood rats impressed with their prison tats. That's my fan base a lot of the times. So you gotta understand, if you got fuck you on your fucking eyebrows and you're mad dogging me, I'm looking like, what kind of issue do we got? 9 out of 10, the homie's just trying to, hey, are you that fool Hazerd? Yeah, what's up, dog? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's cracking? Oh, no, hey, homie, I fuck with you every Friday, dog. Good looking out. I've had this happen multiple times. I'll never forget. I was with a coworker. Coworker goes, hey, bro, does anybody ever recognize you? I'm like, yeah, but unfortunately, I make gangster music, so the gangsters rock with it, and it's always the gangsters, and them fools just be mad dogging because they're not sure if it's me. And then he goes, for real? I'm like, we're laughing about it.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I'm not exaggerating. If I'm lying, I could call this for and I got his number in my phone. 20 minutes after that conversation, we're on a job site. We were driving to a job site. We got there, and then dude's walking up to me like me mugging, bro. Got his whole face blasted, his whole throat blasted, whatever the case was. He got a hard hat and a fucking high-res vest.
Right.
He walks up like just mugging, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, are you that fool Hazerd? And I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, bro, what's cracking? And he's like, oh, bro, I'm a big fan, dog. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I said that to say, I promise you this. I might have the lokes on the inside. I might have, which I'm slipping today. I was running over here in a hurry and I forgot my glasses. I might have the lokes on the inside. You know, I might be kind of observant of what's going on, whatever. That's mostly self-preservation. If y'all want to say hi, by all means, come up. I don't got an ego about the shit. You want to shout out on camera to your daughter, son, whatever the case is, I'm more than honored to do it. I'm a dickhead if I can't give you guys that experience. It might be the only time we ever get to meet, right? So, by all means, come say what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, I'm never gonna play you out. The two things I always ask: one, it's happened respectfully. I get it, I understand it. Two things: if I got my fork in my hand or my dick in my hand, please let me finish. let me finish, bro. That's all I'm asking, bro. If I got my fork in my hand or my dick in my hand, let me finish.
Say no more.
But that's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
My fork in my hand or my dick in my hand, let me finish, and I got you.
And we straight.
And we straight. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Hazerd, to your fan base, I want you to let us know what are the dreams, goals, and aspirations for 2024.
Hey, more music. Like I said, hopefully a song a month. This EP with VHS. And then beyond that, I'm just hoping when I drop music, you know, y'all tune in. I get it. It's so segmented now. You catch me on Instagram. You catch me on TikTok. Now you got to go to Spotify and iTunes Music. But listen, I'm very proud of the music we've been recording. I want to share it with y'all. I'm super excited about this next one, Vibe Out. Shouts out to Burner. Shouts out to Vibes Papers, Vibes Clothing, Cookies, for showing so much love. My boy Big Lux out of Santa Monica. I would just hope that that I could prove you guys right. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people in the comments, this is what raps needs. This dude's next. You know, this dude's now. Whatever the case is, I hope I prove you right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. Stay tuned, and I hope I prove you right in 2024.
There it is. With that being said, man, I want to go ahead and give a shout out once again to everybody that's been tapping in with us, fucking with me and Doughboy Tony. I appreciate you guys, man. Much love and respect. I want to give a birthday shout out to my sister. You know, shout out to Darlene. Shout out to my father, man, the Big 50, Big Notorious One, man.
Hey.
Happy birthday. And my beautiful mother, man, Patty Los, you know, turning 47 on December 31st. I love you, Mom. You already know what's up. With that being said, man, Doughboy Tony, man, take us out.
Man, appreciate everybody that tapped in today. Got the big homie Hazerd up in the building. I hope y'all enjoyed. Got some free game. Man, tune in to the next episode. You know, 2024, we coming in strong. I hope everybody has a good Christmas, good New Year's, all that. Y'all stay safe out there.
Real quick, we're going to end it like this. I heard what you said, and I was not dismissing it. I wanted to finish the thought. Doughboy Tony and Hazerd on the same track together. Coming soon. Look for that.